Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. And guys, in this video today we are going to learn about uh, the series is same Azure Learning, and in this we will learn how does Azure works. Okay, because everything has like a separate mechanism to function or process to be executed, and what it is actually, what process it follows, and how it works. That is what we are going to learn in this. Because yet yes, if you have good knowledge, you will be able to survive very well in the in your professional life. So that is what I'm going to discuss in this video, because most of people will say you what is cloud, like what is Azure is nothing but it is a cloud service, cloud computing service basically. But how does it work? What is the functionality? What is the core backend behind this process? Okay, how it is structured? So that is what you should know. So I'm just trying to discuss about the same thing. I hope this video will be informative. So guys, here one more example before going further. See, just like I'm giving you a simple example, we are human and we need food that gives you energy, okay, to run your body. So same, it has certain certain things, certain mechanism that is uh, being followed by Azure to provide continuous service to tenants or customers. So let me discuss about that only here. So guys, here they uses the concept of virtualization. They are using virtualization. That is the only backbone behind this service, and this virtualization is only providing 99.999 percent surety of no downtime, backup, disaster recovery, each and everything. If there is no virtualization, this I don't think they can even handle even a 1% work of what customer is using as of now. But the virtualization is core foundation behind this cloud computing. So I will discuss about it only here. So guys, here, even if you have subscribed my channel, so I have uploaded couple of videos about the virtualization, also VMware installation and configuration. That time also I discussed about the virtualization, how it works. So the same thing will be applied here, and it is all about virtualization. Okay, virtualization is backbone behind this cloud computing. That is the only mechanism it uses. Now you should know how this virtualization works. So guys, here very simple, virtualization to transform data centers into scalable aggregated computing infrastructure. So once again, I will tell you, virtualization is like, it helps you to expand your infra. It helps you to, like, uh, I should say, like, once again, same thing. It helps you to scale your aggregated computing infrastructure. How? This is what you should understand. So I will give you clear examples here. And a virtual infrastructure presents IT organization with increased flexibility in how they deliver their services. This is the advantage of virtualization. Okay, and virtualization is like it is invisible to you. It is invisible to tenant, but it is available at service providers data center. And a virtual infrastructure also serves as the foundation for cloud computing. So same thing, we are going to I'm going to tell you, we are talking about Azure is nothing but it is a cloud computing. So same thing came here, a virtual infrastructure. So cloud computing is nothing but Azure is nothing but it is a virtual infrastructure. Okay, and it is totally depend on virtual infrastructure. So guys, here some more things about virtualization. Virtualization, in addition to being the underlying technology for cloud computing, it enables organizations of all sizes to make improvement in the area of flexibility and cost containment. Yes, virtualization, or if you say cloud computing, it helps you to reduce your cost. In my previous video, also I spoke about how it is, and the same concept is applied here. If you are using virtualization at your physical infra, even at your on premises, only because of you want to reduce the cost of physical hardware purchasing. Okay, and it if you go to cloud, it will more more easier, or it will help you to reduce more cost. Even here you do not need to purchase any VMware software, okay, on cloud. But if you talk about on site, you will have to purchase VMware applications and software. Then only you can create one physical machine into you can turn your one physical machine into multiple machines. But here you do not need to worry about that. You can just create virtual machine. This is cloud, or you can say Azure. Okay, this is on premises virtualization. This is the difference between two virtualization here. Next guys, here for example, with servers consolidation, one physical server takes on the other of the many server while cooperating multiple server as a virtual machine. So same thing here. What it is actually, you will have one machine here. Okay, I'm talking about on premises. Now you purchase one VMware software or hypervisor, and then you can create multiple virtual machine. You can install multiple operating system, you can run multiple applications. So that is what the concept of virtualization. But still you need to have one server and one operating system and virtualization application and all. But in cloud it is not there. So guys, also it is easy for the management. Okay, and when you virtualize your data center, management of the infrastructure becomes easier, and you use your available infrastructure resources more efficiently. So once again, it is a concept of on premises infra I'm talking about here. But if you go to cloud, then it will become more easier as compared to even your on-site infrastructure. Okay, and a virtualization enables you to create a dynamic and flexible data centers, and you can reduce operating expenses through automation while also reducing planned and unplanned downtime. Yes, these are the advantages of virtualization uh, at both place, on site as well as in the cloud. And guys, this VMware vSphere, okay, this is the application, or you can say operating system or software, whatever you want to say, is used for the virtualization on premises infra. Okay, and we can use this, and we can create multiple virtual machines, and we can make a data center. Now virtualization, now you should understand what it is actually. What is the concept of virtualization behind this entire concept, or how it works? So guys, virtualization is a process. First of all, you should understand it is a process that breaks the hard connection between the physical hardware, the operating system, and application running on it. So it is a process. It breaks this is what I have mentioned here, that breaks the hard connection between the physical hardware and the operating system and applications running on it. I will show you one example here. And after being virtualized in a vSphere virtual machine, so I'm talking about this. For example, I will show you here. I have one application here installed. This is VMware. So I can deploy multiple operating system. As of now, I have deployed one operating system, server 2019 here. Okay, so I can create multiple, and this is the configuration I gave. I'm not going much inside this, and it is using my physical machine only. This HP machine, what I have, the resources it is taking from there only. Okay, this is my i5 third generation operating system, 3.20 and 24 GB RAM, and this machine is giving resources to my this, you can say, this is hypervisor. I'm using this application. Okay, now guys, I will show you actually virtualization, how this virtualization happened, or how you can virtualize your computer. So virtualizing the computer, and the same thing will be happening in your cloud also, cloud environment. There also the same concept will work, but we don't have access to those machines physically. Okay, those servers, those virtualized servers, but they are kept somewhere in data center of Microsoft. So guys, here for example, if we have any 32-bit of computer hardware, okay, just like this my HP machine, and I am running only one operating system as of now, this Windows 7. Okay, and single application, and rest of I mean this is a simple thing I'm using this as of now. Like this is my, once again I will show you, this is Windows 7 machine and I have installed couple of applications. Okay, as of now it is one only, but with the help of and so yes, the same thing, I'm using this physical machine like this only. Okay, I have multiple applications and but only single operating system I have installed. But what I can do, I can install one virtualization application. That is what I just showed you here, VMware. Okay, this VMware workstation I'm using. So with the help of this I can install multiple operating systems. Yes, this is my Windows 7 operating system and I have installed one more server here, so even I can use this. So that is the use of uh, that is the concept of virtualization. But the resources for both the machine is going from my HP machine only. And I will show you one example here how it works, basically this virtualization. So guys, here you can see, like, virtualizing the computer and adding virtual machines. So this is example. I hope this will clear your virtualization concept very well. So I have a system before virtualization. Okay, so I have one physical machine. This is a physical machine. Okay, where I have one operating system processor. This is 32-bit processor hardware, and I have one CPU, I have one RAM and video adapter, disk and network adapter. This is I'm talking about my, and one Windows operating system. So you can say this is my HP machine which I am using here. This is a before virtualization. Okay, now if I want to create multiple virtual machine, or I want to create a virtualized environment, what will happen here? Now I will show you. So guys, here this is what I told you, this is my one more physical machine. Okay, Windows operating system and couple of things here, this one, this much part. Now I will install one hypervisor here. Okay, any virtualization application or software whichever is available, whatever is available, and that will become my ESXi host. Okay, host, this host will be used to create multiple virtual machines. Okay, and that is called hypervisor. So you can say it is a mediator between virtualization environment and your physical machine, and it has certain functions, and that is not I'm not going to discuss in this video much, but it is a mediator between your like your physical machine and virtualized environment. Okay, bridge you can say. So this hypervisor you can install just like this. I installed VMware workstation. Okay, this is hypervisor, I can consider it. And now I can have, what will happen here, a system's operating system application as abstracted into virtual machine on a host. So now I this will be my you can say parent machine. This is going to be my parent machine, this is going to be host. So here I can create multiple virtual machine. Okay, and the resources which is available here will be abstracted. For example, I am creating one virtual machine, 4 GB RAM. So I have 24 GB RAM on this physical machine. So it will take 4 GB RAM from this 24, from this HP machine. And if I am creating any server and giving 20 GB RAM, so that 20 GB RAM will go from here. Okay, so this 4 and this 20, I am running two machine and one physical, three machine I am running here. That is the concept of virtualization. And this is what, now if I tell you this is my physical machine, after virtualization what will happen. So with the help of this hypervisor I have installed one operating system here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, and this is my ESXi host. So the full form of this ESXi is Elastic Sky X is version. Okay, here this will be version, and this ES stands for Elastic Sky. So this is how we can create a physical machine uh, as a multiple machine, I should say. A single system now hosting additional virtual machines. Okay, these are the additional virtual machine I have now. One is Solaris operating system, Windows operating system, Linux operating system, Windows operating system. It is only happening only because of this hypervisor, and this all machines will be taking resources from here. For example, once again, if this is my 24 GB RAM, so if I give 33 GB, so I have 15 GB RAM will be going from here. Okay, so this is the concept of virtualization. If I want to increase RAM, I can increase for any machine anytime. So guys, I hope this is what I thought to discuss, and it will be helpful you. So same thing is happening here, guys. You let me tell you about Azure here. For example, this is Azure. Okay, we consider it as a cloud. It is coming from here, but behind this cloud, and this is my on premises. I want to use here. This is on premises. Okay, we are connected to internet here. We are connected through internet here. This is my office. Okay, and now we consider like in the services coming from here, but behind this there are lots of data centers, lots of physical data centers, lots of virtualization is configured. So here those server will be installed and kept, and those server will be giving you service, all the services. If we create any virtual machine here, it will be coming from here only. That virtualization will be happening here only. We do not need to worry about that. And those machines are backed up in multiple locations, at multiple locations. Even one center is down, your application will be available. Okay, there are lots of technologies involved in this, which helps you to create instant copy of your applications and machines whatever you create. I hope guys you understood how Azure works, how it functions basically, and what mechanism it uses. So it uses the virtualization only. Okay, and virtualization is nothing but it creates multiple virtual machine at a single place, and provides you resources as whatever resource you select. For example, you have here like I should say like thousands of GB space here, and RAM. If you want to create, you have created one machine 4 GB RAM. Okay, and now instantly you need one more virtual machine like 16 GB RAM it should have. So it is coming from one server only, so it should have capacity of more than 1000 GB RAM available. So if you want to create, you can you can take from here. It will come automatically, but you can select. You just need to select what configuration you want to deploy. So it will be coming from this server only, this virtualization server. You do not need to worry about from where it is coming, but yes, this virtualization will work here. So guys, I hope I made it very clear the concept of virtualization which is used by Azure. And if you feel it has some value, it gave you some value or some learning, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, comment, like and share this video. And in next video I will be talking about some other topic in the same Azure learning, and I will meet you in next video. Till then, bye bye.